Well, as we head into our first ever games in charge of Real Oviedo in the Spanish leagues, I don't really have any sort of plans of what's going to happen this season, but I do hope for one thing, and that is avoid relegation. Hello, welcome to part two of what I'm going to call Relegation Rescuer, because I don't really have a title name for this say, but we'll go with that for now. It sounds kind of cool, Relegation Rescuer, because that's effectively what we're doing. We're taking the team on very much, if I wasn't in charge, pretty much going to get relegated, because obviously if we take a look at the season review, predicted to finish bottom, so that's effectively what we're doing. We're rescuing a team on the brink of that possibly will be relegated. But obviously, coming up in today's episode, we do obviously have our first games in the first division in the Spanish leagues against Elche and Atletico Pamplona. Not much has happened since the last episode. I was anticipating a few transfers. Nothing has happened. We haven't done any transfers of our own. I can't believe the amount of loan spells we have in the squad. It's actually quite it's quite sickening. It's not sickening, but it's just mind blowing. But the good news is they can all be in the squad. There's no limits to how many we can have in the squad, which is quite unbelievable. But this is the first lineup of the season. I'm very sure this might be our strongest team. It is Aaron Scandell in goal. Then we've got the back four of Nacho Vidal, 30 years old. We've got Eric Bailly at the centre back. Then alongside him, we've got David Carmo. Then at left back, we've got Javi Lopez, who's primarily a left wing back, but can do left back as well. He's 23 years old, but he's not one of our players. He's on loan from Real San Sebastian. I don't know how many of these players are actually on loan from Spanish clubs. He's on loan from Nottingham Forest. So that's good too. He's not going to be ineligible anytime soon. Then we've got the midfield trio, I would say, of Sebo. That's Kwasi Sebo at in the defensive midfield role there. As the deep line playmaker, we've got Santiago Colombato, who's a Argentinian. Yeah, not that's. I mean, I wish he was Italian, not Argentinian. And then in the midfield, we've got or one man midfield, we've got Santi Cazorla at 40 minutes. How long he'll last, that remains to be seen. And then on the right hand side, we've got Hassan Hassan. I feel like his name seems a bit familiar. I don't know if he's ever played in England. He hasn't. I just thought he played for Hashtag of United for some reason, but I think that's completely out of his depth. Then on the left, we've got Thiago Fernandez, another lone player from Villarreal. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Then up front, we've got another lone player. That time is Federico Vinas. We've got two players from Leon. Are we all right? Like, seriously, are we all right? We've got two players from Leon. Do Leon actually have any players left? Then we've obviously got four lone players on the bench. They might make an impact in today's game. Obviously, having two strikers on the bench, only one of them can come on, but obviously let's just hope we can just get a decent result. I take a draw. I think, to be honest, I think this season we kind of have to set a points target. If we can get, I don't really know what the normal amount of points are. Obviously, judging by the fact we play 38 games in a season, I think we've got to aim for at least 40 points to probably try and guarantee us a safety. And if we could do that as quickly as possible, if we're on 40 points by the midway point of the season, that would be absolutely superb. But I suspect that won't happen. But obviously, if we can try and pick up a win today, that would be very, very good. But I'm not sure how great this squad is compared to like the rest of the teams. Obviously, judging by the fact we are predicted to finish bottom, I suggest our squad is pretty useless, and Elche are 1-0 up in front of the goal scored by Alex Febas, and that's not a great start. We are on a cautious mentality. Blame my assistant for that one, because why, I don't know. I don't know why we're on a cautious mentality. I think we'll give it till at least half time, but obviously we are 1 goal down, so I don't want to leave it on cautious for the whole of the game. So I think we'll go to a balanced mentality. We're not we're not positive, but we're not cautious. So sort of in the middle, and hopefully we'll start seeing the number of chances start to slowly but surely go up, and hopefully we can try and grab maybe start testing the goalkeeper a little bit before halftime. That would be nice, but I don't think it's going to happen. We are playing quite a defensive formation. I think what we could potentially do in possession, do like a 4-2-3-1, so move Santi Cazorla up, like up into the number 10 role, then out of possession, then possibly drop him down to centre mid. That's what we could potentially do. But we might do that not for a while, because we do actually have coming up. We do have Barcelona, Real Madrid back to back. So obviously that won't be the next episode, because the way the Spanish league works is like the order you play your fixtures in the first half of the season is the same order as the second half of the season. So yeah, I expect in a couple episodes time we'll probably have Barcelona and Real Madrid in one episode, depending on what the fixture arrangements are like. And Vinas has got the ball, he puts the ball into the back of it, and that is the equalising goal, albeit it might be disallowed. You're joking. You've got how close to how it didn't look offside. It might have just been fractions. Seriously? Are you? He's not offside. Look where it's. Oh, don't. It's unbelievable. That is absolutely unbelievable. I know the role of the poacher is to stay pretty much on the last man, so that's kind of our own fault. But all three of our strikers are, but their best position is a poacher, so we kind of have to make do with what we've got. We do have the option to terminate some of the loans. I don't want to do that yet, so we might do that in January, but I think it would seem a bit silly for us to do that now, because we don't really have I don't really know how much budget we have, and Thiago Fernandez has put the ball into the back of the net. That was definitely onside. That was definitely not going to be ruled out. I tell you what, I'd take a draw from this game. I mean, I'd take a win, but a draw would be a fantastic result, despite the fact obviously I don't know how great Elche are. I suspect they're not a European qualification sort of team. They're probably similar sort of level to us. So a draw, a decent result, would be a decent start. Hassan is getting a little bit tired, so Reina can come on. I don't even know if he's more of a central mid or right mid, but he can play as a right winger, but it's not really his strongest position. Where does Illich play? Can he play out on the right? Not really. I mean, Fernandez is absolutely shattered, so I guess Illich comes onto that left-hand side. I think that's probably all we'll do for now. Obviously, 3 changes left. 20 minutes left to go. The stats look pretty even. Obviously, we've had more shots and more shots on target. XG probably isn't the best, considering but we are predicted to finish bottom off the table, so it's not going to look great. But if we could just plug out the results as and when we can, that would be great. And Federico Finas might have just about kept himself onside that goal. It's not going to be checked, so it's 2-1 to Real Oviedo. I wasn't expecting this at all. I was not. So I think changing to a balanced mentality, a thing of beauty, especially at 1-0 down. I probably wouldn't start on a balanced mentality, but definitely start on a cautious mentality. But then when we go 1 goal down, switch the mentality to balance. I think that's probably what we're going to have to do. Federico Finas is going to make way for Flores. Again, I don't really know who our second best striker is, so we'll do that change, and I think we probably should get off Santi Cazorla, whether he's tired or not. Let's get on Ovi Asharia, because he's probably our second best central midfielder, because Francesca and Diandonka are both defensive midfielders, so I think that's probably all the changes we shall do for now. We've got a couple minutes left to go. Can we just hold on to this 1 goal advantage, or if we can, if we're lucky, potentially go and grab a 3rd goal? But I think whatever happens, I think we've guaranteed ourselves at least 1 point at the bare minimum. Reina has got the ball, goes down the right side. He has a great shot, but unfortunately does hit the frame of the crossbar. It does go out for a throwing for us. I mean, that's did it come off the goalkeeper? It must have taken just an ever so slight deflection, but we do have a throw with 5 minutes of additional time. I think we've definitely got this in the bag. Colombato has got the ball, really cross it in. Or is he just going to take it into the corner? Just take as much time as you like. Oh my God, Javi Lopez. What a goal that is from the left back as well. That is absolutely superb. But I guess the big question is, did he mean that? Was it a cross? Was it a shot? I guess we'll try and have a conversation with him in the dressing room. Not that it's going to go very well because I don't speak a word of Spanish. I know like vamos. I mean, that's Spanish for let's go, which that's the only thing I really know. But vamos, we did win our first game ever in charge of Real Oviedo, 3-1. I mean, I wasn't really expecting such a great performance from the first game. I haven't expected us to lose it. Then obviously lose every game from there and then get relegated. But no, that is a decent start. Javi Lopez, what a goal. That's got to be goal contender for goal of the season, if I say so myself. But let's see. This is a tall order, but let's see if we can win our game against Atletico Pamplona and start the season with back-to-back wins. The lineup for our match against Pamplona will be Escandel in goal, a back four of Vidal, Bailly, Carmo and Lopez. Then we've got Sebo and Colombato in the midfield. Then we've got Cazorla just ahead of them. Then we've got Hassan on the right, Fernandez on the left. Then we've got Vidas up front. So it is an unchanged team from the previous game because why change the team when we won the match 3-1? Obviously, this game slightly more tricky because Elche are predicted to finish 18th, so they're also predicted to get relegated. So if we can, I think a point against Pamplona would probably be a decent result because they're predicted to finish mid-table. So if we can just get something from this game, that would be great. They also won their first game of the season, similar to us. So that would be nice to get the win. Obviously, Barcelona, we are actually at the moment we're ahead of Barcelona, which we might not say that very often. So it's nice to say it as regularly as possible because it might not ever happen again. Because when we do play them, they actually won. Barcelona won their first match 9-1. I dread to think what the other result might be like when we come to play them in a few games' time. And Hassan, I mean, he ran through a lot of plays. He had plenty of time and space. Nobody was really trying to make any effort of closing him down. We don't need to see the league table just yet. We can actually see where we are. So if we do, technically, if we do get the win today, obviously we are on a cautious mentality. I think certainly for the second half, I think we'll probably switch to a balanced mentality because that gives us a bigger chance of potentially grabbing a goal and creating a few more chances because at the moment we have only had 2 shots on goal. So I think if we want to get at least we've got at least a point at the moment, but obviously it's not settled yet. So we kind of need to do something in the second half. So hopefully going on a balanced mentality might give us the best chance of us grabbing a goal or possibly 2, but we haven't really had any clear-cut chances at the moment. Pamplona running right in terms of the stats. They've had 12 shots, 4 on target. And what do you expect? We were playing very cautious in the first half, trying to play out for a 0-0 draw. Obviously, that's not going to happen now because I reckon we're definitely going to grab at least 1 goal this second half. Lopez finds Fernandez. He's got Vida. Oh my God. Hassan will get the ball. I thought he was going to cross it in first time, but it does fall to Eric Bailly at the back. Now to Sebo. Colombato. Now to Cazorla. This is looking very good. I thought that was going to lead to something, but the highlight cut away, which very, very frustrating when that happens, considering when you thought I thought we were gonna go on and score, but no. Yeah, the game had other ideas. Right, we've got half an hour left to go. Hassan is gonna make way for what's his name? Elias Shira? Not Shira. That's a Newcastle legend. Definitely not. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out how to say his name. Then I think Fernandez will also make way for Luka Ilic. I think that's probably all we'll do. So it's very much the same changes as the last game. Both of the wingers off and fresh wingers on to provide a little bit more pace if they have any, obviously. But we've got 20 minutes left to go. Still goalless. I mean, this second half has been fairly simple, isn't it? It's been mostly Oviedo. I haven't seen much of Pamplona this second half, but touch wood, they don't do anything with the ball, albeit they are on the attack with Morrow. Can we stop this from going in? Bye, just clear it. We do get cleared. Now to Ilic, and now I was hoping he'd go for a little bit more of a run, but gives the ball straight to a Pamplona player, but thankfully it does go through to Escandal in our goal, who's been second game in a row. It's been absolutely fantastic. I don't think he's had much to do this second half, but I think certainly the first half he was probably quite busy. But Shara has got the ball. Now to Vidal. Now to Shara. Tries to find Vidas. Tries to slot him through, but he just didn't have quite enough power on the ball. And now Morrow has got the ball for Pamplona. Garcia. I mean, that's a decent strike. A very good strike from Raul Garcia, who does put Pamplona 1-0 up. I was hoping there might be a slight question of offside, but I don't think it was anywhere near. We've got 15 minutes left to go. I think, judging by the stats, I think we thoroughly deserve to lose this game, or Pamplona thoroughly deserve to win. I don't think we deserve to lose. I think we definitely deserve at least a draw. Sibo is going to make way for Francesca, and I think we'll also get off Vidal for... We'll get on Lucas, who can actually play as a right winger as well, but no, he's not very good, so that's why he's a backup. But we've got 10 minutes left to go, I think, judging by the stats. Yeah, it's a one-horse race, this game. Very much Pamplona definitely going to win this game, unless we can possibly try and grab a late equaliser goal. Venus not having the best game, so Borbas is going to come on instead of the other guy. Come on, lads. Couple minutes left to go. Can we grab an equalising goal? I highly doubt it, but you never know what this game can bring to you when you wish. That's a little bit unfortunate. I think, judging by the stats, I think it was probably the fair result. Yeah. I mean, I'm just thankful we didn't get battered, as it was only a 1-0 defeat, and obviously their goal, quite a decent strike. I don't think it was anything a scandal, no matter how good he is. I don't think he was going to ever save it, even if it was... I mean, if the shot was a little tamer, yeah, maybe, just maybe. So I think probably what we'll do is, I don't think we're not going to do Barcelona Real Madrid now. I think that might potentially come up in a couple episodes time. So I think in the meantime we'll probably try and play through at least a third of the season. Then I think we'll come back for our matches against Athletic Bilbao and Atletico Madrid. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for lots more Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.